El Dia de los Muertos celebrates the life of someone who has passed away. There's a lot of different traditions, but mostly in the Catholic tradition and the Mexican tradition, we also celebrate it by visiting the person who has passed away's gravesite.
In Mexico, people go out to the cemeteries and they celebrate. They bring flowers, they bring food, the favorite foods of the people that have passed away, the favorite drinks.
And they decorate their loved ones' tombs with flowers. They cover them up with flowers. They put little candies and cookies and you name it. But and especially the foods that the person who has passed on, their favorite.
They clean the gravesite. They speak about the person who has passed away, just remembering him or her, sharing stories with one another as to how they interacted with this individual. They sing songs, of course, prayer. And sometimes some of the families will spend the night at the gravesite in remembrance of this individual.
Joe Lopez Gonzalez, Enrique Gallardo, Sofía Alemán, Pete Leivas Sr. Pray for us.
And normally we have a mass, but this time we actually had a kind of a celebration, bringing the community together afterwards to kind of celebrate all those that have passed on.
Our church this year chose to celebrate the holiday, the religious holiday, with a mass, bilingual mass, and then we walked from the church to the hall, and we set up a luminario, which are bags filled with sand and tea lights, and it lights the pathway from the church to the hall. I was the committee chairperson for the entertainment. I organized the game booths outside for the children and the teenagers. I organized the dances, the door prizes, inside for the entertainment for the parents.
I helped my wife, Julia Apodaca, put this festival together. I believe that the folks in the community, church members, have been planning for weeks, trying to get the word out so that people could turn out for this event. And I wasn't sure how many people were coming because, like I said, we'd never had one before. And getting the food together, getting the music together, the piñatas, the food, building the altar. Julia came and asked me to help design the altar, so I was really happy to be part of that and help design the altar.
We created an altar, and this is where we put all the recuerdos that the church members brought in. And very colorful, it's painted very colorful with a lot of Mexican traditional colors, the bright yellows and greens and reds. And Father J.C. Kane blessed the altar, blessed the food we were about to eat, and then we started our festival. We wanted to include the children as much as possible because sometimes they see this more of an adult event, or we can't keep them as focused, so they kind of wander off. So we included lots of games for them after the Mass. We went into the hall, we had a dinner, and then the children stepped outside and we had 10 different booth games set up for them. We also had some door prizes we gave out to the parents. It's a dance where the young ladies, I believe it's 4 young ladies, dance, and they place a candle in a holder on their head, and they dance with this candle on their head without dropping it. And they were all very successful. And again, it's part of the luminario. It's just life is considered light, and that's what the light was signifying, is here we are celebrating someone's life. Even though they have passed away, we are remembering their life. It's very important because usually Mexican families have a very close bond. They believe that they shouldn't forget someone who has passed away. They want to keep them as part of the family member and include them in their celebrations throughout the year. And this is one directed at them specifically. It's very important.
My brother-in-law passed away 6 years ago, and dealing with his death was really difficult for me. So this is a good opportunity for me to be able to celebrate his life and just really acknowledge who he was and what he did for people that while he was alive. And we have his picture on the altar. And the Day of the Dead is a day to remember people and to be happy and not to grieve anymore.
It's a celebration, actually. It's not something to mourn. We're there to celebrate and to have a good time.
I think there's always been this community is rich in Mexican American culture, but because it's Mexican American, they have, there's always this need to kind of dig deeper into our roots.
We would like to involve more races, more cultures, more religions. We have to take care of this earth together. And if we started off by celebrating something that we have different from each other, maybe we'll find more likeness in each other.